Hello, and welcome to another video from the team at Money Without Debt. In this video, we look at a simple question. How do private banks create our money supply? Before we can answer that question, we must be clear about what we use as money in the modern economy. Most of the general public share a fantasy about money creation, a fantasy that allows the true situation to remain hidden from view. We might call the myth of public imagination the fairy tale of notes and coins. People imagine that modern money is much like money from days gone by, metal coins and paper notes created by the government via the Bank of England and the Royal Mint. People think that this government old-style money enters the economy by some official process and can then be earned and spent, and then some of it can be kept in a bank as savings. In the fairy tale, people see banks as neutral, a third party, keeping their money safe in a vault somewhere and acting as intermediaries between savers and borrowers. But nothing could be further from the truth. Notes and coins make up just 3% of the money in circulation today. The remaining 97% of the money supply are just digital numbers, existing only inside the computer systems of private banks. Most people are astonished when we tell them this, but is it really so surprising? Nearly all of us use debit cards, credit cards, internet banking, direct debits and standing orders. None of these things require anybody to deal with notes and coins. Digital money is what powers the modern economy. But where does all this digital money come from? And how does it get into the economy? After all, money doesn't grow on trees, right? Well, digital money can only be created by a small cartel of private banks. The digital banking system belongs to them and has nothing to do with the government at all. Banks create digital money when they extend bank credit. Now, bank credit is simply another way of saying bank loans. When you go into a bank and ask for a loan, or buy something on a credit card, or take out a mortgage, the bank is not funding that loan with anyone's savings. They are instead creating brand new spending power, balanced against your promise to pay it back. Now, where will the bank get the money for the loan? Most people assume that borrowers are given money that other people have saved, but this is not true. Incredible as it may seem to those that still believe in the fairy tale of old-style money, all a bank does when it grants a loan is to type two sets of numbers into a computer system. The first number credits the account of the borrower with the amount of the loan. Let's imagine, in this case, £100,000 for a first-time buyer to buy a house. The second number adds a corresponding debt in the borrower's account, noting the interest that will be charged on the loan. Incredible, isn't it? New money created solely at the whim of a private company, free of charge, who then get to keep all the interest that is paid on it. It's legal, a simple accounting trick, and it works like this. When a bank credits an account with the amount of a loan, this is called the bank's liability, what the bank has to pay the borrower. The loan agreement signed by the borrower promises to pay the capital of the loan back with interest over a period of time, and this is called the bank's asset. As long as a bank can find someone to sign a loan agreement, they can create a matching liability, the digital numbers of the loan, free of charge, out of nothing. You are then free to spend those digital numbers into the economy. And that is how 97% of the money we spend in the UK is created, as debt when banks make loans. This is why Martin Wolf, the chief economics editor of the Financial Times, said, The essence of the contemporary monetary system is the creation of money out of nothing by private banks, often foolish lending. Thanks for listening. Now move on to the next video in our tour.